guys, and welcome back to RareRoo Crafts, and welcome back to the last Smash That Small Paper Pad of 2020. Now this is a collaboration where a group of crafters have come together to use up some of their paper pads, their smaller paper pads that they've got in their stash. So we've been looking at our 6x6s, our 8x8s, anything below a 12x12, and looking to see what we can do with them. And like I say, this is the last one of 2020. Now this collaboration is going to go on into 2021, hosted by the lovely Deb Houck. I am not carrying on, so this is going to be my last Smash That Small Paper Pad. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a fantastic collaboration and I've learnt an absolute ton. Mostly that I don't actually work an awful lot with small paper pads, so I need to stop buying them. I get tempted by the small pads. They're cheap, they've got really pretty papers in, but a lot of the projects I do require bigger papers. So it's been a great collaboration for showing me that I can use my smaller paper pads because I've got lots of them in my stash and I do want to use them up. But also it's been great for showing me that actually, if there's a 6x6, an 8x8 and a 12x12, it's probably worth spending the extra money for me and picking up either the 8x8 or the 12x12 because I just don't use the 6x6s enough to warrant it unless I've got a particular project in mind. So with that said, I found that I was struggling to come up with new and innovative ways to use the small paper pads, so I decided that I'd probably, the year-long collaboration had probably been enough for me. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody that is staying on, and there's some new people coming into 2021. I will continue to watch it and continue to be inspired by those fantastic crafters. I am staying on with Deb to do the embellishments on the 11th, and I've picked up a jewellery making collaboration with Deb as well because I fancy trying something new. Anybody that follows me will know that I get bored easily and I've always got 300 different crafts on my mind at any given time, and I find it hard to stick to just one thing, even with paper crafting being quite varied. Anywho, enough of my babbling. I will show you what I have made for this month. It's been a bit of a rush because obviously it's been Christmas. This is going up on Boxing Day. I am actually making my project on Boxing Day. So I've dashed out of the family celebrations for an hour and decided that what I would do is I picked the first pad that came to my hand from the cupboard. That was a small pad, so this was the pad that I picked up, and I decided I would make some cards. I gave myself 40 minutes to make some cards using just the paper pad, a set of small cards that I got from Pound Shop, so just these little, I don't even know what size they are, but these little ones. Those, I've got some sequins and things on my desk, and I let myself get my sentiments box out. But other than that, I decided I would just make as many cards as I could in 40 minutes using just this paper pad and those few other things that I'd got to hand. So this is what I created. So first of all, I think this is probably my favourite one. So in the paper pad came with lots of different patterns of paper in it. So you've got the teacups, an Alice in Wonderland one with a key, that sort of Parisian style, some feathers. So it was quite a mash of different papers in the book. So that was really good because it meant that some of them you could use as sort of backing papers, and then others you could cut bits out and use them as focal elements, which is exactly what I did here. So from the one paper I cut a background piece, and then from the other I've cut these lovely postcards and just laid them on. This one I've popped up on a little bit of card. I've got a stamp in my sentiment stamps that says "Sending a smile across the miles," and I thought that was really appropriate for the postcards. So I just stamped that on there. And then this was one that I'd already done when I'd been pre-doing some sentiments a little while ago that said "Just No," and I thought, yeah, that goes nicely with the postcards. So that's card number one. You have to excuse the shadows, it's getting dark already, so I've got the lamps on. This was the next one that I did, which was just a little card that says, and I've just realised I've put it on back to front, so I'll have to slice that off and put it on another card front. See, this is how much of a rush I was in. Never mind, easily fixed. So this one is just a pink backing paper, and then this was actually a sheet on its own in the paper pack, and I just thought that's actually really cute on its own. It doesn't need anything more. So I just cut a panel out of that to use as a focal point. I've put three little gems down the side there, and then I've got just a note which I have heat foiled. Again, this is just, I've got a box of them, and every now and again I'll make a load of different sentiments up, chuck them in the box, and then when I need something in a hurry, like today, I can stick it on. So all I need to do is slice that down there, get another card in, and then just stick the whole thing on the top like it was a topper on top of the card. So, and that will rectify that silly little mistake. Never mind. I wonder how many cards I've done that to because I've been rushing. Next up, I did this one. I really like the little Mad Hatter image, so I put it on. There's all teacups and teapots in the background there. I cut him out from the paper because it was too sort of fussy to sort of cut a panel, because you'd have ended up with bits in the panel. So I just cut him out. I fussy cut him out and inked around the edges. Put him on this textured panel that was just from my scrap bin in the background there. And then I've again picked out one of my foiled sentiments. This time it says hello friend, and I've just popped that across the bottom. We've got this little one which I thought was nice and simple. A nice simple little, again it's got that peachy pinky paper in the background. I put the central image, which again was cut from the paper pad, on a piece of gold foil cardstock that was in my scrap bin next to me. And then I've put these sequins. I've got a load of these different pots from the range. They sit on my desk. So I just grabbed those. I put some of those on, and some of these little, I think they're actually supposed to be hot fix gems that I got off of Ali. Again, they sit on some little shelves on my desk. So they were easy to reach for. So I just grabbed those and popped those on just to give it a little bit of something extra. And then I'd got this stamped sentiment down the bottom here that says thinking of you, that I stamped for a card that I didn't end up using. So I popped it on this one. And then finally, I've got this one, and again this background paper, that's the Parisian paper, and I thought it was quite busy and it didn't really want anything too much more adding to it. So all I did was took another sheet of the paper and fussy cut this flower out, and then just popped it up, so it's just got a little bit of dimension to that flower. And then I'd got this sticker in my stash which said blooming lovely, but it was a bit too dark, so I put the white rim around it and just fussy cut that sort of creamy colour, again from a scrap of paper, and I just ran it through my Big Shot with a piece of card stuck to the underside so that it pops it up a little bit, but it also gave the whole sticker a bit of texture and took some of that shine off of it. And just made it look a little bit more vintagey, which I really liked. And then I added into the background some brown sequins just to pull the brown from that sentiment into the rest of the card. And that's it. That's what I have made for my final Smash That Small paper pad. It wasn't very exciting or particularly inspiring, I don't think, but I actually quite enjoyed it, and it was quite nice for a change to really limit my supplies. I think sometimes the reason it takes me so long to create projects is because I've got so many supplies. I spend ages trying to find just the right thing, just the perfect thing. And sometimes, you know, when it's just a cute little greetings card that you can pop a little note in and send to a friend, you don't need to always, you know, go to those extreme lengths. And I sometimes find myself forgetting that. So it was quite nice to really draw my supplies back in and make myself work with a much smaller palette this month. And I've really enjoyed it. And like I say, I will continue to use up my 6x6 papers using what I've learnt in this collaboration. I really recommend this as a project. Even if you don't join the collaboration officially, I really recommend to work alongside this collaboration if you struggle to use 6x6 paper pads. Because what you'll find is it will inspire you to get them used up, but it will also help you to understand whether this is a product that you need to continue to buy, or you know, whether you're actually ever really going to use all of those beautiful paper pads that we get tempted by, or sometimes whether that extra couple of pounds is worth spending in order to get the size up, which for me is much more usable. So I do hope that you'll continue to watch the collaboration as it moves forward into 2021. I hope you will go along and watch and see what everybody else has created this month. I'm sure there will be tons of inspiration, and I'm looking forward to that tonight. I'm going to curl up tonight with my crochet and watch some of the videos because I've just not had time to do that in the last few weeks. So I'm looking forward to life quietening down a little bit and allowing me some time to get back in my craft room, because that's something I've been struggling to do in the last few weeks. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed a quick look at what it is I have created. I'm back tomorrow with the sticky side of crafting. Haven't done that one yet either, so I'm going to go off now and find my stickers out and decide what it is I'm going to create tomorrow. So I will see you all again then. In the meantime, I hope you've had a really lovely Christmas if you celebrate, and I hope that everybody's enjoying a bit of a break and a bit of quiet downtime. I'll see you all again very soon in another craft video. Bye for now.